sort of a ground level analysis of community development and how the Codman Square and Dorchester House community is reaching out to the surrounding neighborhoods and helping build their financial and financial future and financial health.
We do credit reports on site, but we also have a new financial coaching program that helps kind of take credit advising to the next step, because credit advising only happens during the tax season, but that's not really, that's not the only time people have credit problems, and the sessions are so quick because we try and see as many people as possible. We really wanted to develop a program that met long-term and went much more in depth, and so the financial coaching goes over credit reports and debt payments, but it also talks about budgeting and benefit screenings and getting banked and things like that, and it's year-round, so it's really much more in depth than the credit advising was.
Basically, when we do the credit advising, we just look at their credit report, and a lot of them, a lot of people, they either have no credit or some of them have great credit, but some of them are sort of in the middle somewhere where they have outstanding balances. So we like to help them understand where those balances, what they mean and how they can affect their credit score. And then we can sort of initiate the conversation with them on what they can do to fix it. So just not necessarily not connecting them to the creditors exactly, but telling them that they need to contact the creditors, they need to shore up their debts, and they need to make those improvements in their financial situations. And that's actually one aspect of the program that we would like to identify as a group, is actually initiating that contact for them. So we're not letting them go home and say, okay, I should be contacting X, Y, and Z companies, and they never do it. So one thing we would like to push forward, and what we'll suggest, is that while we're sitting down going over their credit score with them, we can actually be on the phone and we can make that call for them or with them to sort of help expedite that process.
In addition to the tax program, there's another program called Strengthening Your Financial Future. Well, I put that on hold during the tax season because my time is really focused on the taxes. But after the tax season, I work with various other households. Someone comes here and do their taxes, and I always try to plug that program, tell them that, hey, we offer this service, but we also can follow up with trying to help you with strengthening your financial program. It mostly focuses on credit, making sure the person has a budget in place, and in general, it's financial literacy and helping them to manage their money.
We were actually just given some statistical information before we started this evening, and it's pretty amazing to see the growth over the past 5 years. I don't know any numbers off the top of my head, but you definitely see a larger number of individuals taking advantage of the tax site and understanding, that there are these resources out there that are provided to them, and it's not just giving them information or providing them with free tax services. It's really part of educating them on their financial situation, so they can go out and make those improvements on their own, and they're encouraged to do that, and we coach them to take initiative and take hold of those situations and really understand the meaning behind it.
And it's hard too because credit can be really easily improved, but a lot of times it comes down to having the funds to pay it off. And if you don't have a job, or if you're barely making ends meet, you're living paycheck to paycheck, there's not a lot that people can do sometimes, and they feel that.
I'm hoping that at a minimum, this will help the households that come here, the people that I see walking in and out of the stores. Their financial literacy will be improved, and as a result, they will be a bit more financially empowered to make decisions that really affect their daily lives, more conscious of how they spend their money. It's like when someone understands that they need to really focus on their finances, that fiscal awareness, it's a plus for the community, because they say it's like a snowball effect, something that actually happening within the household, then it stretches to the community and to you look at the entire landscape and see that it's better off as a result of people being more fiscally aware.
Last year, we saw almost 1,600 clients. And this year, we're already increasing over 10%. So we're hoping to grow.